guys, what's up? Kit here. Today I'm going to show you guys some of my must-have vegan makeup. So if you're a freelance artist, I've got stuff in here that's suitable for every skin color, every skin type, every age, young and old. I've done clients as young as 9 years old to as old as 85. So there's really something in here for everyone. And honestly, you're more than welcome to watch as well if you're a makeup lover and makeup enthusiast and love doing your makeup yourself. Everyone is welcome here, but I hope you learned something from me today. And just letting you guys know the lip color that I'm wearing today. So this one's from Natasha Denona. It's called Beatrice. So it's a very sort of neutral brownie nude. And I've just used the Huda Beauty lip liner Wifey. So I use this on the outside. It's a touch darker, more of like a cooler brown. And I went over the top with my Ride or Die flat white French press lip gloss from Bite Beauty. But first, what I wanted to start off with before I show you my entire sort of vanity tour, I've got a couple products to showcase here that I deem essential. So this is like the bare minimum, like some sort of, how do I say it? Like say you've never ever worn a drop of makeup and you're just getting in it today, or say you're just going into makeup school and you want to know what sort of things you can expect to buy. So number one, here I've got what I use to actually clean all of my makeup sponges and brushes. So this is Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 pure Castile soap. So this here is the baby unscented one. So this is so gentle, I even used it to give my ferrets a bath, and I use it on synthetic wigs and stuff as well. But the hemp seed oil in here is really great for breaking down stubborn foundation stains, even on like most use your favorite beauty blender. So this is super great. And this bottle is 473 mils, but they do a smaller size as well. And this is 100% vegan too. Another essential product I recommend, so this is Beauty So Clean. This is not a brush cleaner, but they do a brush cleaner. The bottle is a little bit bigger and it's amazing as well. I've actually gone through a couple bottles. This one here, what it does, it is a cosmetic sanitizing mist. So this is a patented product, the only one in the world. When you spray it onto a makeup product, it actually disinfects any like cream foundations, cream gel eyeliner pots and stuff like that, because normally if you're just spritzing alcohol on the top, it's only going to disinfect that surface level. So alcohol can completely sanitize and disinfect all of your powders, like foundation powders, translucent powder, eyeshadows, blushes, highlighters, bronzers, all of that sort of stuff. But that is not going to completely sanitize your cream products, because liquids and creams are the first to sort of hold that bacteria that start growing in there and having babies and creating their own little like community of family or whatever you want to call it. This is gonna wreak havoc on them. Even if it is like a cream foundation palette, girl, bye. Another product, I actually just got this one from eBay. So it's just like a little rubber brush cleaner, but as you can see here, it actually has different little like grooves and lumps and bumps on it. So that's really great for like, I almost want to say exfoliating, but really deep cleaning your bristles and stuff too. And this was only like a couple dollars. If you go on eBay and you search, what did I search? I think I wanted the Love Heart one. I've got a purple one too, but I was like pink brush cleaner heart whatever, and it will pop up. And yeah, it's great because you can fit your little like your hand in here, and then you can actually scrub the brushes like that way, like if you're doing it like in the sink or whatever. And another tool that I actually really like as well, so this is a dry brush cleaner. So this little guy just fits, it has a lid too, but I've lost the lid. It just fits in this little plastic case, and this here, you would use any of like your dirty eyeshadow brushes. Say you just went into a color and you want to go into a different color, but you don't want it to sort of look muddy and like blurred nasty together. So what you would do, you just sort of clean your brush on there, and you see how that's going like a purple color because I had purple on my brush before, and then you're clean to go into your next color. And another product I've got here, the original one is black and pink, but this here actually is a case for your beauty blenders. So this is just like a silicone sort of little carry case. I feel like they're my pet, you know, you take your little puppy to the vet and you stick them in there. But the reason I wanted to talk about these, some people have no idea, you can't actually put your beauty blender sponge into a sealed container, so like a plastic box, or seal it up in a plastic bag when you're traveling. So if you're doing freelance makeup and you're going to a client's house, or you're going to a movie set or whatever set for a photo shoot, something like that, you want to keep it in a non-airlock container. So that's why you can see here, this has like the little holes inside, so the air, it can still aerate itself and the sponge can still breathe, especially if it is damp, because you always want to use your beauty blender wet. That's just going to keep any bacteria or anything nasty from growing in there. Everyone sees the horror stories of a moldy beauty blender. I don't believe that to be true. I believe that to be people who are not caring for their sponges and things properly. And they'll see those little like black mold spots on there. But yeah. So it looks like we're gonna get right into it. That's all that I wanted to share with you. So now I'm gonna attach you to my little Sailor Moon selfie stick here. This thing is awesome. It actually gets pretty tall. But I actually got this thing from a site called Spree Picky. So they were, I think, $45 US. But at the moment they're having a sale where they are $35. And honestly, Spree Picky is pretty cool. Do you guys remember when the Samantha Vega sort of Artemis and Luna, like the black and white cat little bags were a thing? So they do sort of knockoff versions of them for, I think, like around like 50 or 60 bucks, something like that. If you know anything, the original collaboration of Samantha Vega with Sailor Moon, some of those now they're vintage, so they retail for, some of the backpacks I've seen going for like $750, $800, and then the original bags are about $350, $400. But I actually had the opportunity when I was in Harajuku in Japan, so I actually went to the La Forêt shopping center there. It's like a big mall, and the Sailor Moon store was actually there. They had on their display case the beautiful Samantha Vega bags, and I was just sort of like drooling. I was like, Carl, do you love me? Please get me these for my birthday. Seriously, I want the Artemis one so bad. Oh, it's so aesthetic. I love it so much. But yeah, Spree Picky, they're pretty good for their dupes and things like that. If you do have a problem with supporting brands that sort of like copycat others, you may not want to purchase this. But I like this one. You can see a little wire. I've just tied it up because it gets in my way. I don't actually plug it into my camera, but you can, because it's got the little button here you can sort of use to click and snap a picture if you want. But yeah, I'm just gonna hook you guys up on my little kawaii moon stick here, and I'm going to show you my vanity. Hope you enjoy. Okay guys, so I'm gonna start with my Vanity tour. So you can see I've got all of my brushes separated over here. So these are all of the clean ones I like to keep in one container. And then I like to keep my dirty brushes in a second container. This really helps me as well. So when I'm filming a tutorial, I will actually put all of the brushes that I use in the tutorial in the one cup. So then if I need to check what the name of the brush is, I can do that really easily and just edit it into my YouTube video. And this little case here, you can get them from eBay too. This one is just from Kiss All About Beauty, but it comes with a little snap like lid container. I've got brushes in it at the moment, but when I do my freelance makeup, I actually like to, I'll show you what I mean. But whenever I go on a makeup job, I actually carry this little case with me. This is going to be horrible to try and do with one hand, but this just keeps me from getting like foundation stains, or especially if I'm doing body painting. You can see how it snaps together here and just keeps everything very secure and clean. So like if I tip it upside down, it's not going to explode, and all of my brushes are nice and safe inside. And the reason I really like this one is because it's not actually real leather. So this is a polyurethane man-made material. But yeah, I haven't been doing makeup, unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And I've got heaps of brushes as well. So this is just a sort of few of them. I actually keep this little trolley here from IKEA, which is really handy. So I think this was about like 60 bucks or so, but like I've got my two mirrors here. They're really great for when I'm filming YouTube videos. So I like to have a hand mirror just because otherwise I'm always leaning out of the shot and you guys miss me in the frame half the time. But yeah, I've got a few brushes here. I've kind of got them separated from foundation brushes to more of my eye brushes and things. I've got my spatulas and stuff. I actually took this little case here outside of the makeup kit, the makeup case that I got for my makeup school. So this actually would sit on the top and it actually folds out like this. I've got brushes on that side, so obviously I can't fold them out, but I've got some sort of like some eyeshadow shields, and most of this stuff in here is older makeup I just need to get through. But on the top here is where I keep things that I'm trying out or products that I really want to use. Like I've got these Anastasia glosses. I got them in a Christmas pack and I just haven't got around to creating like a look for them, but I really want to swatch them all. I've got my Anastasia lip kit here. I really love this one because you have all of your primary colors, so white, black, red, yellow, blue. You can really create infinite lip colors, and it's vegan as well, so not many lip kits that I've seen before are actually vegan, so that's great. This one here, I've never actually tried putting my makeup on with a silicone sponge before, but what do you guys reckon? Should I do a first impression sort of video? I just got this to try, but thought it would be fun. This one is actually just a single shadow from Lunatic. I think I actually took the shadow out. I put it in a magnetic pan, but they're pretty cool. Just got that there. These are just some samples that I've got from Sephora of some foundation colors and stuff that I need to try. I've just got a new brow gel from Australis that I want to try out. So this one is kind of like a dupe for your Benefit Give Me Brow. It's got the little spoolie on the end. I wanted to try and create some sort of like blonde brows with it, or even like when I do my Gyaru makeup, I thought it would be cool as well. Looks like it's not gonna focus. Nope. It's a bit tough with one hand as well, I'm not gonna lie, guys. So I've also got like my signature brow pencil by KVD and a contour and highlight pencil from Nude Sticks, and the new glitter glue from Anastasia, which came in the Norvina Blockbuster collection that I'm trying out. The new Marc Jacobs coconut lip oil. I really wanted to give this Sephora Stabilo liner a try, so it's kind of like a, if you guys have seen, what's it called? Oh my gosh, Quick Flick. It kind of has that funky sort of like slanted angle like that as well. But that's why I wanted to try it out and see if it's really worth it. But yeah, I did try it today. My mind hasn't been made up yet. I'll give it another go for sure. But it is a felt tip liner, so it's quite like a wet formula. So underneath here, I've just got some like cleaning supplies. So like my isopropyl alcohol, Kester Black nail polish remover, my little Sigma brush holder thing. So you'll put it this way, and then the little elastic bands at the bottom actually hold your brushes in place so they keep their shape, and you can use again these little grooves to sort of like really get in and deep clean the bristles, exfoliate them. And yeah, I think I've just got like some pieces of my airbrush machine and stuff down here. I always collect like cute little bags and stuff. I'm a bit of a hoarder. Oh, this one's cool. So this is actually a little palette from Beauty Blender. So one side you can use to wash your brushes. So you put your wrist through one hole, and then you've got like this little mobile palette. So you can put all of your foundations, colors, and things on there. Honestly, this one needs a bit of a wash. I've had it sitting in the dust for a little bit. But I've got like a sort of portable makeup case. I've probably got like 4 or 5 of these whenever I travel. This one here is from Sedona Lace, but whenever I travel, I like to pop them in there. So let's go back over to my vanity here. That's my little makeup case. So back over to my vanity here. And as you guys can see here, hello. But I've got my little mirror. So one side is like magnification, so you can see every little detail if you're plucking your brows or doing like really intricate eyeliner and stuff. And it's just like a little touch lamp, so just touch on, touch off. I think I got this from Costco. It was about, I think maybe 80 bucks or something like that. Just gonna sit that on the floor out of the way. So this side of my vanity here, you can see I've got a couple products. So I've actually got a couple things out here. I wanted to show you guys this little eye brush set from the Mercury Retrograde collection from Huda Beauty. So these are so pretty. And I've actually got this little makeup case that they come inside as well. So it's like a nice, really pretty purple holographic bag. And I feel like this kit is great for any beginner because you've got what, 6 brushes in one, because they're the double-ended brushes, and then you've got your little sort of like glitter applicator sponge here too. These are probably the newest brushes that I've purchased, and I've really been loving them at the moment. And I actually love the eye brushes so much that I bought her Bake and Blend brush. So this side here you would want to use for like setting under the eye with like a translucent powder, and then you've got your dense sort of angled brush, which is great for like her Tantour products or any sort of cream contour, but you can definitely use like a powder as well. But yeah, with all of Huda's brushes, they are synthetic, so they're all vegan. Huda Beauty is a cruelty-free brand, as are all of the products that I'm showing you today. They will be 100% vegan and 100% cruelty-free. So we've got a few things here. Where do we start? You can see, so I've got here just a little container of Daiso. So when I'm doing my freelance makeup, my little cotton buds, they come with me. And here I've got some items. So this is from Medusa's makeup. It's actually what they call an eyeliner seal. So you can mix this with any like eyeshadow pigment and essentially turn it into like an eyeliner or face paint depending how many drops that you use. Oh my god, doing this one-handed thing is really crazy, but you can see it's got like a little water dropper. It's kind of like a dupe for like your Inglot Duraline or your MAC Fix Plus, sort of same sort of concept. So this one here is Marc Jacobs Youthquake. So this is my favorite moisturizer of all time. It has exfoliating pineapple enzymes in it. So it's really going to make your makeup, mine's almost finished, I need to grab another jar. This is my second jar that I've gone through. But yeah, this stuff is going to exfoliate the skin. It suits all skin types. It's like a hybrid gel moisturizer, so it's not going to feel too greasy or oily on oilier skin types, but it's still going to be nice and hydrating for like your drier skin types. You can use this under makeup as a primer. But for those of you that are quite oily, I probably wouldn't use heaps and heaps of it. So I would say more for like drier skin types if you are using it as a primer, or anyone who just likes a bit more of a glow. I've got a few things here. My favorite eyeliner sharpener of all time. So this is from Dolly Wink, which are a Japanese lash brand. And I get all of my Gyaru eyelashes from there. So it is a Japanese fashion subculture. But yeah, I broke the little stick off because it did have a little stick you can pull out and you can use to clean it. But even at Sephora we have a similar one too. But actually love my little sharpener. Aesthetic as heck. And my all-time favorite, this one's a mini size, but this is the Tarte Poreless Primer. I would suggest this more for like your oily textured skin type. So this is going to fill in any fine lines, pores. I always put it on my smile lines by my mouth, and I'll always fill in the creases on my forehead too, but definitely the giant pores on my nose. And I'll pop a little bit on the back of my hand just so you can see what the texture is like. It's just a mini size. I actually redeemed 100 points from my Sephora Beauty Pass, but you can see it's just like a sort of like clear gel texture. When I blend it in, it sort of blurs everything away. I've been using this primer for more than 5 years, so it's my OG ride or die. I cannot do my makeup without it. It really keeps my makeup on all day and prevents it from settling like in my creases too. Whenever I don't use this primer, I always have like horrible creases on my forehead and my smile lines. I hate it, oh my gosh. So next I've just got this clear little acrylic case. This one is actually from Daiso. I've got these little sort of like plush like powder pads here. They're just from my Inglot powders. But these are actually reusable, so you can wash them. So if you take like a tissue, you can actually wrap it around your powder puff and use it like disposable like that. So you haven't got to do it like if you're on a film set or something, you haven't got to wash it after every use, and then you just sort of like puff puff puff, like put your powder on. But when you're using a sponge to really press your powder into the skin, that's actually going to make the makeup lasts a lot longer as well. So if you're just thinking that you're gonna go over with like a light dusting, like a brush or something like that, is fine, but a brush isn't really going to like pack that powder in there. It's just going to really give you sort of like a wash of powder, if that makes sense. The pressing it in with a sponge is really going to make your makeup last longer. If you're just sort of sweeping over the foundation with a fluffy brush, it's not really setting it, I say, because it still has, the powder still has the ability to sort of move around and stuff, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, that's why I prefer to use a little like sponge. These ones here, I think this one, oh, let's turn yellow. What's happened? I have no idea. That's okay. So this one came from my KVD pressed powder foundation. But yeah, I just like collect these little guys. You can honestly buy packs of them at any sort of like makeup store as well. You can see I've got all my clean beauty blenders in here. On the other side I've got like a little, it almost looks like an egg shell holder. So this one I just got from Priceline, but I'll normally leave my dirty one or beauty blender that I'm currently using, I'll leave it in here until I get the chance to wash it, just so it doesn't contaminate all of my other sponges. This one doesn't have anything in it, it's just like a little case. Got some concealers and stuff in here. I love this Sailor Moon eyeliner, so you can actually take the lid off and put it on top of any eye pencil that you want, so it's like reusable, so it's really cute. And honestly, I've just got this Tarte mascara here for aesthetic. It's completely dried out, but I couldn't seem to part with the pink glitter packaging. So you can see I've got all my like Tarte Shape Tape. Got a few shades in here. Everyone knows, most famous concealer ever. Zoeva, if you like a lighter, more sort of like natural medium coverage. This is more of like a radiant finish, so it's not super dry. Depending how you prep the skin, the Shape Tape can feel a little bit dry sometimes because it is more of like a matte finish, so it is better for your oilier skin types. Sometimes I'd actually even just use the Shape Tape, not really to cover anything, but because some foundations literally do not even sit on my skin. So like I would just put the Shape Tape concealer on my nose and on my chin because I knew that is my one thing that I knew would definitely stick. At the moment, I'm actually really loving my Beauty Blender concealer. So this one here is shade 1.4 Neutral. I normally use 120 in the foundation, but this concealer is like a full coverage. I would say a bit more creamy than Shape Tape, so it's not as matte as Shape Tape, but not as dewy as Zoeva. So this is like right in the middle, so you've still got full coverage, but just a bit creamier. And I actually love the little wand on this guy as well, so you can see, get the product off there. Whoops. You can actually use this. If you're using it yourself, you can use it directly under your eye. It's like a little mini beauty blender. One side is more flat and then the other side is rounded out like a beauty blender. But honestly, this stuff, it doesn't crease or anything. It really stays on. I actually really love this, and it's got like the nice sort of like pink acrylic at the bottom. It just looks super cute and Barbie. So aesthetic. I want to get a few more colors of them. I really like them. What else have I got in here? Just a couple eyeliners, like a Tarte pencil. This is a double-ended one. Honestly, I don't recommend it. It dried out pretty quick. It's like liquid liner on one side and a pencil on the other side. And I've got Sephora Size Up mascara. So this one's vegan. Oh my gosh, I've stockpiled. They don't even make it anymore. So throwback, guys. Do you remember when Too Faced did the melted lipsticks? Well, this is my favorite color. It's called Melted Sugar. I've got two of them here. But this is like my perfect nude sort of lip gloss. And honestly, I'm so crushed that they don't make these anymore. The color is absolutely stunning. So it does dry down. It's not super matte though. It's still like a gloss, but honestly, it just feels like butter on the lips. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I haven't found an exact dupe for it yet. Bite Beauty French Press glosses, they're pretty good. Don't smell as nice. They do smell good though, but I just really enjoy the Too Faced. It's definitely a bit more glossy, the Bite Beauty one, and it's a lighter sort of nude shade. It's more brown than pink. So these are my sort of everyday lip colors. I've got Noble from KVD and also Munica. I've honestly got so many backups of these because they're my favorite sort of baby pink lipstick. I'll swatch these ones on my hands. But you can see all my lippies that I've got over here. So I'm going from the bottom to top. This color is Flat White from Bite Beauty. So that's the French Press Lip Gloss. In the middle, Discontinued Too Faced Melted Sugar. And then you've got KVD Munuka in her bullet lipstick. So like these guys, the Studded Kiss lipsticks. And the next one here, a discontinued color, Munuka. You can see it's less peachy, but more slightly lighter pink. And the next color we've got here, this is actually Natasha Denona, the color that I'm wearing at the moment. It's called Beatrice. And then the color next to that, so quite similar, KVD Ophelia. And then we've got Bow and Arrow, which is this really sort of cool tone brownie nude at the end here. So those are some of my most sort of used colors. I know I get asked a lot, what are my sort of favorite ride or die lip colors? You can see here I've got some of my like Sugar Pill lipsticks, so like some funky colors. This is from the Kiki and Lala Sanrio Twin Stars collection. Jeffree Star, Breakfast at Tiffany's, blue. I have a lot of blue because I do like to use the blue to sort of do my brows. And I've got the white Drug Lord because it's great to mix with lip colors to make them a little bit lighter if they're too dark. Honestly, this is one of my perfect nudes as well. I might go ahead and swatch it for you. There's a little gap here, so I'll stick it right in the middle. It's not too far off from the Too Faced, huh? Maybe that's why I like it so much. But with the Jeffree Star, they do dry down matte, so they're not going to have any shine to them. I reckon eventually I'll just do a sort of swatch directly on my lips of all the lipstick colors that I have. If you guys would like to see something like that, let me know, because I've definitely got a lot of colors. This one here is actually just like a clear sort of lip gloss from Kapari. You can put this over top of any color. It's like a universal sort of nudie shade. The applicator is something like that, just sort of slanted. You can see here, that's the gloss with the sparkles in it. These smell so good too. You can really smell the coconut in them. I've got like a funky Anastasia. Again, back to the blue. This color is called Insomniac. At the front, I just sort of like to have displayed my sort of fancy lipsticks. And this one here from Tarte, I've just got it because it was a gift from work, but I really like mixing this orange shade. It's called Sundays. So it's almost like a coral color, but I love it just for the packaging. But this I'll actually do like a sort of ombre, like if you're doing that sort of like Korean gradient lip. This is perfect to pair with any sort of like deeper red tone, because when you I can't do this on camera, it's so hard, but I'm gonna blend this in so you can see like the difference once it's sort of blended out. It's such a nice color. But if you just do like a little dot of that on the center of the lips, you get that really almost sort of pretty like cosplay look. This one from Nude Sticks I do the exact same thing with. So this one is called Fresh Fiji. So this one actually has got like a little wand to apply it, and you can actually use these magnetic plush lip paints. You can use them on the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips as well. But what I like to do, for example, when I am doing my lipsticks on a client. All of my liquid lipsticks here, so they are actually, I never touch the doe foot applicators to my lips. So like even these little guys from Chi Chi, Velour Lips, they're more liquid lipsticks. But what I do, I actually, yeah, some more like KVD lip colors. The pink here, this is my favorite. Melancholia, also a discontinued color, but it's such a pretty pink, oh my gosh. Really classic sort of red, so this one's called Santa Songer. But what I like to do with these guys, I'll show you real quick. I've actually got like little palettes here. So this one is just from Natasha Denona. It's just like a clear acrylic palette that I use for work. But what I do, this one actually, you can sort of stick it on your finger and like balance it. So I like to hold it like that, and then with my other hand I will put my product down on there. And you can even buy like doe foot applicators like this at Priceline. It's literally like $5 and you get like a whole big pack of them. But personally, I am trying to reduce my carbon footprint and sort of save the environment a little bit. So I'm trying to minimize plastic as much as possible. So I just like to use like a lip brush. Honestly, you can use something this size if you're just doing like a wash of color. This one's the Morphe E10 brush, so it's like an eyeshadow brush. But honestly, I feel like all brushes are sort of multi-use. This one's a little bit smaller. Concealer F50 brush from Sigma. Another one I really like. I don't think they sell it anymore. I'm so sorry. Oh, mine's filthy. I just used it today, that's why. This sort of long sort of shaped one from Furless. Yeah, I'll always put all my products on a palette just so I'm not dipping the lipstick wand back in the container after I put it on my lips, because then you can get like saliva and all sorts of nasty stuff in there, especially being careful with the COVID pandemic as well. So here I've got like my Natasha Denona, Marc Jacobs. Those are the only ones I have because they're literally like $45 lipsticks. Huda Beauty as well. I love her packaging, but I found out recently these are not vegan. They are they contain beeswax, cruelty-free but not vegan. But I've still got that there until I use them up. I'm not going to be repurchasing from them though, but just using what I have there until they are finished because I'm not wasting. These ones here are some shiny like lip toppers from Lime Crime. You can use them as glitter on the eyes. Also, I think I've got some more really old like OG Lime Crime unicorn lipsticks. Do you guys remember these? Geranium, that was one of my fave colors. It's like a hot ass Barbie pink. It's so pretty. Yeah, I feel like I definitely need to make a swatch video on my lips. It would be easier to see. I've got a couple Fenty. This is her hydrating lipsticks. I've got like another blue one. This one is Ya Dig, the blue. It's almost like a cool toned blue. All the other ones I've got are more like turquoise. More pink. So this one is Blackout Ballerina. It's like the perfect like Nicki Minaj Barbie doll pink. So pretty. Very much reminds me of like Trixie Mattel. It's so much her jam. And you can see here I've got like some mini KVD polishes. So these were not polishes, sorry, lipsticks with the colored sort of tubes. They're super cute. from the miniature rock candy. So just for size comparison, this is a mini, and then that is the full size sort of standard lipstick. I keep them all stored upside down just so I can see the shade names on the top of on the bottom of the component. And I've just got some like Jeffree Star lip pencils. Honestly, they're probably the worst formula of lip pencils that I have used. I'm so sorry, Jeffree. I wanted to love them, but after having these in my collection a little while, they just dried out. They are so dry. I have lip liners from Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics who don't even exist anymore. And let me tell you, they're like 5-6 years old. My Jeffree Star ones are maybe like a year and a half old, and they are dry as heck. But I'll swatch some of my colors first so I can see. Okay, so here I've got Doll Parts, which is kind of purple. You see, it's so dry. It's literally like about to fall out of the like the lead is literally about to fall out from the pencil. It is so dry. The next color we have here, Calabasas. It's so dry, oh my god. A little bit lighter, but more of like a pinky nude. And then I think this one's called Mannequin. So it's like that real sort of cool tone, like brownie nude. And this is my ride or die. I'm so devastated they've stopped making it. So look how small this little baby pencil. I can hardly even sharpen it anymore. This was my favorite color. I've gone through like probably 10 of these things. This color is called Trick. I have not been able, no matter what I've done, I've never been able to find the perfect sort of dupe for it. Like the Jeffree Star one, it is pretty close. Mannequin, but still slightly different. Trick was lighter. Working at Sephora, my ride or die lip pencil from Huda Beauty. So this one is called Wifey. Pretty similar, always out of stock, but this one is slightly more of a pinky nude. And the Jeffree Star one is more of like a grayish nude. And Trick is just so neutral and perfection. I love it. And another color, like I'm addicted to. Look how little this little baby is. So this color is called Sebastian. And this is my perfect sort of gray eyebrow color. Sebastian. But while we're here, I might actually show you some of my favorite products for brows. So I've got like my KVD Brow Struck powder. This stuff is cool because it is like a 3D powder. So it like almost like, how do I describe it? It's got like little pearl pigments in it. So the shimmer actually gives more dimension and sort of like volume to the brow hairs. But this stuff is really cool. Even it's got a little mirror here too, but you can actually build the color up quite a lot even though it is just a powder. So the next product I've got here, this is Ash Blonde from Tarte. So this was their Amazonian clay brow pomade. I've got 2 of them still in my collection, but this stuff is really thick and moussey, very sort of like a matte brow. But what's interesting, Ash Blonde is going to be a little bit lighter than KVD. So she has a color called Taupe in the brow pomades. And then Anastasia Beverly Hills, they do a taupe color as well, but this one is so much darker. So I've kind of got like your Tarte is your lightest, KVD in the middle, and Anastasia is dark. And I've also got a ash brown Anastasia too. And then I use the white shade from KVD anytime I want to lighten or darken the brows. But I'll swatch these colors for you. I'll even grab like the KVD taupe signature brow pencil too. I'll swatch them all. So when I've got dark roots and regrowth, I'll like to use like an ash brown from Anastasia. When I have my gray or sort of silver hair, I'll go for the taupe. When I want my brows like lighter and not as dramatic, I'll do like the taupe from KVD or Tarte Ash Blonde. Tarte have a new brow pomade as well. I don't like the packaging as much because it's plastic. The old Amazonian clay one is in like a glass bottle and the lid is a lot easier to remove. But yeah, I've always got like an ash brown in my kit just for darker eyebrows too. So with the Anastasia colors, I say that if you don't have quite cool toned or gray hair, then you're probably leaning more towards medium brown if you like it a bit lighter, or darker brown if you've got like a darker brow, because they're both neutral colors. If you have red hair, go auburn. Or if you find that throughout the day, so listen to this, right? Everyone knows how foundations can oxidize sometimes and go a shade or two darker throughout the day. It depends on the sort of overall natural oil balance of your skin, and sometimes oilier skin types can cause foundations to oxidize more often. So I've got quite oily skin, but think about this. Did you know that brow colors can actually oxidize as well? So if you find that you're using medium brown or dark brown and they go a bit grayish colored throughout the day or look sort of ashy, you might need to try chocolate. So chocolate is slightly warmer, kind of in the middle of the two, so not as light as medium brown, but not as dark as the dark brown. And chocolate has a little bit of warmth to it, so when it dries down and oxidizes, it's not going to look as cool or ashy toned, so it will be a little bit warmer but not as full on red as like something like your auburn. So the colors I've got here, so starting from the bottom, that was Sebastian from the color pencil from Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics. The second one here from the bottom, so there's two little stripes, those ones are the KVD brow pencil in shade taupe. And so the third one from the bottom is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Brow Mousse, and that was in the shade Ash Blonde. The lighter one next to it, so that one is the taupe brow powder from KVD, and you can see how it has a bit of like a shimmer to it. And then right next to that, so third from the top, is KVD taupe. And it's funny, how the so this one here, which is, so second from the top is the Anastasia Beverly Hills taupe, and third from the top is the KVD taupe, so it's a little bit lighter, and absolute darkest is the ash brown at the top. But they're all really great sort of cool toned brows, perfect if you've got gray or silver hair. So here, back to the Vanity, what have we got? My Ride or Die eye primer. This one actually is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, so it has like a whitish color to it. So I like this one because you can squeeze it out like straight onto a palette, but some people find that it is like too light for their skin tone. So here's what it looks like blended in. You can see it is a little bit lighter than my skin tone. But with this eye primer, I actually love it because I have quite oily eyelids. So this is going to help mattify and keep the eyeshadows from creasing. But I even like when I use it on darker skin tones and you find that those like really soft pastel sort of colors disappear and don't show up at all. But this eye primer, because it's lighter, it makes the shadows go on so much more pigmented. It's amazing stuff. Seriously, give it a try. They do a little mini size as well. So the mini size here, you just want to try it. What else have I got here? So this pot is mostly like eyeliner. So the best two that I use, your ABH liquid liner, Marc Jacobs liquid liner, a few like lip pencils. These ones here, I think. Oh, there's a Tarte one, a couple KVD ones, like a purple KVD one. All of her pencils are eye safe, so I like using this on the eyes, like my waterline. I like to do a pop of color sometimes. This is the black eye pencil from Marc Jacobs highliner. More OCC, which doesn't exist anymore. This is like an electric blue eye pencil. Lime Crime glitter glue. Some tweezers. These are for my lashes. I cannot put lashes on clients without using these. These ones are from Ardell. They've got like a little silicone spatula on one side, so you can actually get in there and push down the corner of the lash. If you guys want to see me do a lash application on a model or on myself, and would like some tips and tricks, let me know, because I would love to. Oh, one trick that I always do, no matter the model, no matter the person, no matter the age, I curl everyone's eyelashes. Now this is important, okay? So throughout the day, even me, no matter what mascara I put on, my lashes are dead straight. But when you're curling your lashes, it's actually going to make them sort of like curve up, but give the illusion that they are longer than they actually are. But honestly, I feel like this is a key part. I've had so many clients and so many models be like, they're like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm letting you do this right now. And I'm like, why? They're like, oh, no one has ever curled my lashes. I'm so like, wow. And I'm like, wow, to me, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh. But for me, it's essential. What else have we got in here? Some Morphe pencils, Frenchie. That's one of my fave colors. It's like a nice sort of like nudie shade. Not Morphe lip pencils are really affordable too if you're just starting out. I think they're like $4 each. My favorite eyeliner. So this one is a retractable liner from KVD. Is that one almost run out? Oh no, it was just rolled all the way down. But I've literally got like 3 of these in my stockpile. I use them nearly every single day. I put them in my waterline, or when I'm doing Gyaru makeup, I'll use them as well. Sorry if I sound a bit like low on energy, like I'm getting sleepy. This is a lot of makeup, I definitely am. And we haven't even gotten into the drawers. The drawers, oh my god. But what have I got next? Move these brushes out of the way again. So just some like mascaras. The Tarte Surfer Curl. This one's got like a skinny wand, so it's great for getting like bottom lashes. The Tarte Big Ego mascara. I bought a heap of these when they were 50% off at Christmas time. That's why it's got like the limited edition Christmas packaging on the lid. I think I bought 3 or 4 of them. But these are the absolute best. Check this out. So they taper in the middle. This is literally the biggest mascara brush that I've ever used in my life. So this is perfect for fake lashes and anyone who has really big eyes, because the brush is quite big, so it's going to give you more sort of volume. I'll just compare it next to the Surfer Curl one. You can see how much skinnier the wand is and how the Circle Curl one actually gets smaller at the tip, but the Tarte one is really big and fluffy. I wouldn't suggest the Big Ego mascara for anyone who's got small eyes or short lashes, just because you might find the brush too big and smudge it everywhere. What else have we got in here? Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliners. This one's like a pretty pink color. Old Sephora one. Sephora collection is not tested on animals, but we are owned by LVMH, so our products are sold in China, so you can make the choice if you want to buy the products or not. But this product in particular does not contain any animal ingredients. It's just a glitter eyeliner, but yeah, I understand different people have different opinions about that. So my idea behind it is that if I'm buying vegan makeup from a brand that is not 100% vegan, there's going to be more of a demand for it once they see how popular the vegan products are flying off the shelf. So that's the demand that I sort of hope to create. Australis, so this one is just like a clear brow gel. I've got a few different lash glues. These are just like brush on ones. They're pretty nasty. I've had them in my handbag for a little while. I've got Tarte black glue, Tarte white glue. My favorite of all time is actually the Duo, not the clear, but I actually really like the Duo black brush on glue. So that is my all-time favorite. Model Rock also do one which is pretty good as well. A black latex-free glue. So with lash glues, latex actually comes from a milk protein, so that means that it's not vegan. Huda Beauty, they have a black lash glue which is not vegan, but this one here is actually the clear one. So this is the sticky tack lash glue, and this one is latex free, so it is vegan. And I prefer this for using on clients because it's in a little squeezy tube like this, so I can just like pop a little bit onto a palette and it's really easy to use. Oh, this one here, my Too Faced lip injection. So this is just like a clear lip gloss really. So this one is for plumping the lips. I like to put it on before when I start doing my foundation and stuff, just to sort of prime the lips and have them sort of like cooking while I am doing the rest of my face. I've got some just sort of clean spoolies here because I like to use these to, one, apply mascara to my clients, but these ones are just my personal use ones because I actually comb out my fake eyelashes with them. So I actually put mascara on my fake lashes, and the mascara can damage them and cause them to get clumpy and nasty. So I just use a clean spoolie to clean the lashes. Some eyeliner pencils. These are the KVD. I've got an ink liner, which is a felt tip. Blacker Black releases more product, a bit watery though for beginners. So I always say if you're a beginner, start with a tattoo liner. Tattoo liner is a brush tip, so a brush tip doesn't let out as much product. It's not the blackest black though. And all of these little acrylic cases, so they're from Daiso as well. This one's actually a heart shape. You can see a little like love heart in the middle too. Here I've got a couple different translucent powders. Don't mind me, I've got my Huda Beauty concealers here. I'm just testing the colors. I reckon I'm gonna end up getting all three though: marshmallow, meringue, and whipped cream. So I'll tell you why. So whipped cream is quite a light color, so I feel like I can lighten any other shades with it to be as like sort of light as I want. Meringue is slightly more of like a warmer neutral tone, so it's going to be great for color correcting under the eyes. And then the third shade we've got, which is marshmallow, So the top one we have whipped cream, the middle one is meringue, and the bottom one is marshmallow. So marshmallow is lighter than meringue, but it's more sort of like pinky tone, great for like a highlight color. But I like the middle shade meringue for color correcting darkness more, because it's more yellow based. So it's gonna, if you think of what a color wheel looks like, generally our dark circles are going to be more blue or purple. So to find the complementary color on a color wheel, what color is across from blue or purple? You have orange and yellow. So when you're using a concealer that is more orange or yellow, it's going to counter correct and color correct and neutralize any tones of purple or blue. So sometimes I'll even use a darker shade concealer first, put on foundation, and then at the end I'll use my really fair lightest concealer to brighten under the eyes and highlight. But I use two colors. But I feel like the Huda concealers, I like them. They're quite full coverage but really creamy, but they actually come in a tube similar to this, like a squeezy tube. So that's why I think they'll be perfect for like freelance makeup, because if you're even using like Tarte Shape Tape, something like this, I have to sort of scrape it out of the tube, and it's really inconvenient just because it has a wand. I never touch the wand directly on my client's face. That is against OH&S, gonna give people conjunctivitis and blind them. Disgusting. Just kidding, but not kidding. I'll always use like a little double-ended spatula. One side's like pointy, one side's flat. I like to use this to even take out concealer or palettes of foundation and stuff. Just keep everything nice and sanitized again. This one here just got like a peach color corrector. Literally it is almost gone. I've scraped the very bottom of it out. That's from Cover Effects. I've got a couple different powders. I really love Pretty Vulgar because absolutely most aesthetic packaging. This little powder puff actually comes inside. I love the little pink puff moment. I have two different powders that I use. So from Inglot, I have loose powder number 12, which is more pink for brightening, and then a bit darker, number 15. So it's more like a warmer sort of olive tone. Let me get this makeup off myself. So I use the lighter powder for people who are like my color, or even someone who's a bit more tan and I want to like brighten under their eyes and things like that, because the pink is going to neutralize any sort of like yellow tinge. It's great on Asian skin types, which are more like golden toned. I'll show you this one here. Pop a little bit. This is the lighter shade, so this one is number 12. And then I'll show you the 15. Even when I have like a tan or something on, I can get away with using the 15 and it doesn't look like super unnatural or anything. But I'll swatch these ones on my arm here just so you can see the difference in the colors. So you can see the 15 on the bottom, that one is more tan. The 12 on the top is more pink and lighter. At the moment, I've really been, sorry about fingerprints on everything. At the moment, I've actually just trying out the Anastasia translucent powder. So this one here, so 25 grams inside. And this is a true translucent. So this one here isn't going to change the color of your makeup at all. It's just going to set it and keep it from creasing. So I just swatched the Anastasia at the very bottom. And here I've got my Becca Ultimate Glow Foundation. This one is in shade porcelain, really full coverage, glowy, lasts all day. I like it's not super mattifying, but it still works well with oilier skin types. I've got a couple of Anastasia stick foundations. So this color is banana. You can see I just take my little spatula and I scrape off the top and put it into my palette. So this banana color is great for that. It is great for color correcting underneath the eyes, which is what I use it for, but it also cancels out redness as well. So let's go into our little drawers here, see what we've got hiding. Oh, one thing. I do have some little like bottles here, so they're all labeled like if it's brush cleaner, alcohol, whatever. I just put them inside so I haven't got like huge bottles when I'm traveling for makeup jobs and stuff. So in here I've got like my little palettes, mostly like lashes. These ones are bottom lashes for when I do cosplay and gyaru looks. They're from Dollywink. Is anyone else a bit sentimental? I've actually got these from my wedding, the Tarte lashes that I wore for my wedding. They've got like gold glitter on them, but I can't seem to part with them because I'm a sook. These are all of my personal lashes, so they're absolutely grody. I'm so sorry. I like buying the 5-pack from Model Rock, so usually I'll use them in my kit, but I just like keeping the cases to store my lashes on as well because they're really convenient. Another really great lash book that I have, this one's from Morphe. I think it was about $15, but the lid, it just sort of like flips open like that, and you can store 8 pairs of lashes on here. I literally just had to count that. I'm so silly. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't use any silk or mink lashes. They're all vegan, so like a lot of Model Rock ones here. Some Ardell. Ardell are cool because they have this little like clear case that you can pop open or close for travel. These are some I've stacked together for gyaru. Sugar pill lashes are nice as well. They're really big. Big. So yeah, that's just like my little lash drawer. I've got my little jelly bean case. I like to keep my lashes in there safe when I'm traveling. So the next drawer. This one I've got some like powders. I've got a KVD eyeshadow that I lost, not eyeshadow, lipstick that I lost the lid to, but I use this white color similar to like the Jeffree Star Drug Lord just to lighten any lipsticks I have, but this one's in like a bullet lipstick form. So a bullet lipstick is not going to feel as dry as like a liquid lipstick, even though it still has a matte finish. What else is in here? Some Becca highlighters, which all are not completely vegan. Some shades are. I will list a link for you of the vegan colors. Fenty cream contour stick. This is the color that I use for my foundation when I do gyaru makeup. So this one is walnut. It's a bit more tan for me. Some mineral powder foundations from Tarte. These are honestly the pretty, I would say like the fullest coverage powder foundation that I've ever tried. So you've got like your little trampoline here. When you press on it, the powder releases out. I've got like a blush and highlighter from Medusa's Makeup. The color, the blush is Jezebel. The highlighter literally just says highlighter on it. Manic Panic. So Creature of the Night. Oh my god, I got powder all over everything. So this is totally not my color, but it's like a powder sort of bronzer. And they come with a little, ooh. Haven't even used the sponge. Comes with a little like sponge underneath. Excellent. But yeah, those are mostly just powders and things. A little KVD travel size eyeshadow that I dropped. I broke this color, but I love using this gray for my eyebrows, and this one's called Plum. So what's in our next drawer? So this one is a bit more fun. We've got our highlighter palette from KVD, the Alchemist palette, all these pretty holographic shades, some little eyeshadow singles, Fenty Beauty, How Many Carats, Diamond Bomb. I can never get the packaging open, but this stuff is so beautiful. Look at the shimmer, literally like diamonds. And I've got some of these little eyeshadow pots from 3CE. So these are actually glitter eyeshadows. I've got Petal and Double Note. So these here, they're super cool. They are shimmery eyeshadows, but they're almost like the consistency like they're glitter. So I even like using these as like glitter glues to stick my other eyeshadows on with, because they've kind of got like a sticky texture as well, but you don't have to mix any glitter glue or anything with them. So Petal is the pink shade on the top, and Double Note is the sort of holographic purple green reflect on the bottom. And I've got like a little pencil sharpener, KVD highlighter. So this one is called Thunderstruck. They literally don't make it anymore, and it was like my favorite white eyeshadow ever. Concrete Minerals. So they are like a powder, loose powder pigment. Oh my god, loose powder mineral eyeshadows. Some glitter gel from Madame. This is actually for hair, so great doing like glittery like mermaid looks. My favorite white gel eyeliner. So this is White Noise from Medusa's Makeup. It's waterproof, stays on all day. It's great. More Madame glitters. So this one is like for the cheeks and stuff. Glitters I use in my nails sometimes, or like in little jars. Oh, I left this guy out. So this is actually Outlaw from KVD. This is the most classic sort of iconic red lipstick. So I always keep a red in my kit just in case I'm doing like a vintage sort of look, or just need a red for an occasion. This is the only red that I'll wear. It's such a nice color. And here I've just kept this little guy out because I've been loving Makeup Revolution at the moment. So all their packaging is crazy aesthetic. So this color is Peach and Glow. This palette from Makeup Revolution is literally like $8. They're so affordable, and the packaging is so cute. So one side you've got like your highlighter, and then I'm actually wearing this one today, and then you've got like your shimmery sort of peachy blush on the other side. But honestly, they're so affordable. I really want to try more of their palettes. I've got like a row, you can see a row here of tester pots, different foundation shades I'm trying out. I've got KVD True Portrait foundation. So this is her medium coverage foundation, not as thick as the, oh my god, not as thick as Lock-It foundation. So this is her newest one that's in that sort of white bottle. It's 50% off at the moment, so I was just sort of trying which color that I want. So yeah, that's it for the drawers. Oh wait, no, I think I left one out on the end here. Most important too, all the foundations. Honestly, I could do a review video just on foundations. Like I've got Becca Skin Love, Wet n Wild Coverall, Body Shop matte clay foundation. This stuff is $20. It's so cheap compared to like my Ride or Die favorite ever Tarte foundation, which is I think about $60 now. Great for like oilier skin types. It's really mattifying. The Amazonian clay absorbs oil, which is great, and the Body Shop one contains Amazonian clay as well. So they're the only two foundations that I even know of that exist that have that ingredient. Peach Perfect matte foundation. This one didn't give me as full of a coverage as my Tarte Amazonian clay, and it says it's oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil control, photo-friendly, so no flashback. But honestly, I found it was like medium coverage and it felt really dewy for me. But I just bought it because of the packaging. Obviously, more. Oh, got a KVD mascara hiding in there. Go big or go home. Oh, more of the stick foundation, my backup from Anastasia, the banana. Marc Jacobs Accomplice. So this is like a really cool stick concealer, but you can use it to spot correct and essentially all over the face as well. But Marc Jacobs actually has a lot of vegan options. I actually really enjoy his Remarkable foundation too. It's really good. I haven't got any on me at the moment. Maybe a couple tester pots, but mine's ran out. My Beauty Blender Bounce foundation. This one's really cool. It has a little button on the back, so when you're not using it, make sure you turn the button off just so air doesn't get inside and clog the pump, because then your foundation bottle isn't going to work anymore and you have to throw it in the trash. So just make sure that it's locked. Great for travel because it's not going to explode all over your handbag, because if the button's off, the button doesn't work. If the button's on, like if it's switched on, then you'll get foundation. And it's pretty cool because it actually, like you can see, dispenses onto the little palette here, and you can use like your brush or whatever you're using. You can use it directly, like mixing colors on the palette and stuff. But yeah, this is pretty full coverage, not as matte as like your Tarte Amazonian clay, but this is going to, I feel like, be like a fuller coverage than like your Becca Skin Love. Becca is more medium coverage, but this one's just not as dry as Tarte. So this is, I would say, more for like your normal or combination skin types. I really like it. This is a Dream Tone from Manic Panic. So this even says vegan right on the front. This is a white Gothic foundation. You can use it like a pump of it to lighten any foundations that are too dark, or even if you're doing like Gothic makeup, but it's not going to give you like a full white out like Harley Quinn moment. This stuff is not that pigmented. It's very sheer, very lightweight. Use a white face paint, like for example Mayron Paradise paints. That's what I use. I'll show you my face paint stuff in a minute. Oh my gosh, it's going to be crazy to get through. Honestly, Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics don't sell them anymore. This was my Ride or Die concealer. If anyone knows of like a cream concealer that's like similar to this, let me know. I freaking die. This is my favorite. I'm holding on to like, there's literally nothing in this pan right now. That's it. But it's my favorite concealer of all time. I can't let her go. There's something wrong with me. I don't know. So this one here, more 3CE. So this is actually a cool toned contour palette, and the color is called Tawny. So 3CE is a Korean brand. So they light fair skin tones, so this highlight color is literally white, and this is like a sort of ashy gray cool tone. One shade, the shade in the middle is lighter, and then the shade at the end is a bit darker. Really nice and matte. I really want to try out the Fenty Amber color, which is like a really popular gray contour color. I feel like I need to have that in my collection, so that's next. Okie doke, we open up this guy here. I've got like some powders and stuff, like my KVD foundation. This one is like a lighter color. Oh my gosh. Just, you know that moment in White Chicks where they are trash talking them other two bitches and they're like, this is like your mama's breast milk, and it goes a puff of smoke. I just blowed. That just happened to me. Okay. Banana powder from Australis, just a translucent setting powder from Australis. I showed you that was the ABH setting powder. This is honestly my favorite bronzer ever. So this is a Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. So I use this to contour my nose, down the sides of my nose every single day. It's just like a matte sort of cool toned brown shade. I love it. Originally I found out about them, they don't even make this palette anymore, but this was the Cocoa Contour palette. If you saw the little brush that I had up here, this actually came inside the palette. So you can see I have used that to death. And you've got like the dark cocoa, light cocoa, medium cocoa, pop of light. It's like a cute little mirror. Mine is literally coming apart at the seams because I've used it to death. Mattifying powder from Lunatic. This is almost gone as well, but all of their sort of gothic packaging is aesthetic as heck. I love the Ouija board planchette. This is my ultimate contour palette. You can use it for eyeshadows, any skin tone. This is volume 1. They do volume 2, which does suit deeper skin tones. I use those sort of gray shades at the top for my brows. The white is perfect highlighter under my eyes. Beautiful blushes, and the pans, you can see they probably gonna break now. You can see the pans pop out, so you can put them into like a Z palette. Like I've got one here. You can pop like your individual shadows inside something like that. So if you're traveling, you've got all the stuff you need in there. I really need to work on this Z palette. I want to create something beautiful. I don't know many brands that actually do single shadows these days. Are there any good ones that you guys know of? What do you suggest? Because like this is so pretty. I just want to make her look full and beautiful and use the really take advantage and use her the most. Okay, so now that we're on like contour palettes, I guess I'll show you some of my others that I have. So this is the KVD Shade and Light Contour. So this, you can see it actually has got little holes at the back. So if you stick a pin or like a safety pin or something in there, you can pop out all of the pans. I've customized this one, so I put this sort of gray and white shade in there. So this is grayscale and white out. Normally it will come with these shades. I've got a backup because I actually Kendo Beauty, they're so nice to me. I don't even deserve this, but they gave me this one here. Can't even believe, I'm shocked. They're so nice to me. I do not deserve this, but this yellow sort of color corrector, this one's called Banana, and then Parchment is like that peachy sort of color corrector. I love this stuff. I'm like so undeserving, hashtag blessed, literally. I've got my Anastasia one as well. This one, I don't think they do refills for any more, but I really love the formula. The Anastasia one doesn't have a mirror though, so if you like a palette with a mirror, she's not for you. I've got my Sugar Pill Pro eyeshadow palette. This one has 12 pans, or you can get the smaller one, I think is 6 pans, and you can do individual shadows. You can buy the individual shadows and pop them in here, or I think some of these shades didn't come in an individual shadow, so I actually had to melt them and depop them to get them out of this case and pop them inside. I think that's why that blue is like cracking up there, After Party. But yes, I plan to do the same with this color, Veloria. I've got a few more single shadows in here. So like these are Manic Panic ones. I've got like a purple, a pink, black, white. Sugar Pill do a white eyeshadow called Taco. If you can tell, I love it. Like, she's hit pan AF. This is like the best white eyeshadow ever, hands down. A lot of drag artists use it. I've gone through I think 3 of them in the past 10 years. I've been using Sugar Pill shadows. If that says anything about how long they last ages. And here I've got my like P. Louise eye primers, different colors. This is just a lip plumper from Bybee Beauty. It's not as intense as like your lip injections, really. It's just a glorified like lip balm to me. I have their lip balms too, they're pretty good. Favorite eyeliner, Tarte Clay Paint Liner. This stuff is, again, in like a little squeezy tube. I love these because they're really easy to keep, sanitary. I just pop it onto a palette and good to go. This one here, it looks like a pot eyeliner, but this from Tarte is actually a eyeshadow. So when you're doing a dark smoky eye, use this as a base for your black eyeshadow. So this is called Clay Paint Shadow Pot. And again, I've just got my Huda, like my lash glue, the latex free one, some little mini mascaras live in here, like a little, what is it, little replacement for my eyelash curler, little rubber. I replace them usually like every 6 months. And you can see I've got all my brow colors, some Huda. These are not vegan, these two, but all of these are my Huda Obsessions. So I've got all my Huda Obsessions palettes here. I'll show you the colors. The difference in the formula, so the Huda Obsessions, these are 48. I will put a list in the description of all of the vegan ones. I believe the smoky, the warm brown, the mauve, I think maybe even like the topaz, but there's like a blue and a green one which are vegan as well. But I've got the mauve. I actually wore this as my wedding makeup, so it's like a beautiful pink and sort of shimmers, and the shade in the middle is great transition shade, or like gray eyebrow color. I love it. So these are all of the Huda Obsessions palettes I have. Neon green, neon orange, electric obsessions, mint, neon pink is not vegan, pastel purple and pastel pink, they're not vegan, unfortunately. They contain carmine, but these ones are 100% vegan. The formulas in the Obsessions palettes are different to the newer ones. So the new palettes, like your neon orange, like your neon palettes and your pastel palettes, and unfortunately none of the mini nude palettes are vegan, but all of those 3 collections, the shimmers are insane. They're absolutely like blinding. So the shimmers in the original palettes are not as crazy. They're just more like metallic than anything. They're not really as glittery, as you can see. Those are more glitter. So some people will say they've changed the formulas. They're definitely different formulas. but I feel like each one is good in its own way. As anyone knows, Huda Beauty's quality eyeshadows are some of my favorite vegan shadows that exist. I tried to find dupes for them, so these are $6. They're from W7 compared to like $48, $58 for the Huda ones. I thought I would do a little project, so that is to come in my next video. I'm comparing the neon orange Who Done It Better. So this is your W7 and then this one is Huda. So if you're interested to hear my reviews to come, stay tuned. Interesting though, W7, they did the pink palette and made it vegan, but Huda Neon Pink isn't vegan. Huda W7 is vegan. But listen to this, then the W7 green palette isn't vegan and the Huda one is. So, riddle me. W7 couldn't make a neon green that was vegan. Huda couldn't make a neon pink that was vegan. But the competitors done it. Riddle me. I don't know. That's okay. But yeah, they're some of my favorite eyeshadow formulas that exist next to the Norvina Pro palette. So what else have we got in here? Just gonna give you like a brief tour. I don't want to bore you. This video is already getting super long. Oh, once upon a time I had an idea in my head that I was gonna be like a bridal makeup artist. So here I've got Tarte Rainforest of the Sea eyeshadow palette, the first vegan eyeshadow palette they've ever done. I've had this hanging on to for about 5 or 6 years. Haven't touched it. Maybe like, it's so old, I should just chuck it out. It's a good neutral palette. It is completely shimmer and satin finishes. So it is sparkly, no matte shades in here. Another good neutral palette if that's what you're into. Venus, I'm actually wearing on my eyes at the moment, but I put some glitter on. Don't know if you can see. But this is one of my OG palettes. It's great for fairer skin types as well because there are more cool tones in here. I use this sort of brown color almost in place of black every time. It's a really dark chocolatey brown. This nice sort of gray taupey tone. Aura is one of my favorite highlighter shades of all time. I never use this color. It's too orange on me. Creation. We got a little mirror in there. This one here is great dupe because Urban Decay, they're not a vegan brand, unfortunately. They don't test on animals, but none of their eyeshadows are vegan. So this is KVD Eye Shade and Light palette. They do a matte version, and this one that I have here is a shimmer version. So there's a matte one as well. But if you've watched my American Horror Story Lady Gaga transformation as the Countess, you'll see that I use this eyeshadow palette all over my lids. So 100% shimmery shadows, no mattes whatsoever. If you want to check out that tutorial, I will link it below. But I feel like this is a staple in everyone's kit, and it was 50% off in the last Sephora sale too, so it was really reasonable price. I've got some more KVD stuff here. So these were limited edition. I'm so sorry they don't make them anymore. This is the Fetish blush palette. Honestly, the cross stitching on this is incredible, and you see the little whip detail in the eye, and because I am in the fetish scene, I do stand this. It is awesome. These are all like, the bottom row is matte shades and the top row is shimmer, 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 sparkle glitter city. And you can see I need to wipe it off, but there's a whip that goes around the mirror. It's so cool. And then she has the Fetish eyeshadow palette. So this one is bigger. And you have all the shade names on the back. And they're all sort of like fetishy shade names. So you've got latex, rope, shibari, cuffs. I love it. Corset. And you have your little like whip up there as well. Say hello again. Can you see me? Hi. But yeah, I feel like this is a, I'm so sorry, it's limited edition. They don't sell it anymore, but it's almost like a rainbow palette. So it really got everything in there. You've got red, blue, purple, green, yellow, everything. I need to do a look with this. I haven't used it in ages. Okay, what's in the back of the vault? What's in the back? Young, Wild, and Cruelty-Free from Tarte. So this is a 100% vegan palette. Honestly, I haven't used it much, but I want it in a competition. Really nice neutral shades. I find on me, for some reason though, even these pinks and stuff, when I blend them out, they all look brown. They all look really similar. I have no idea why. But the palette smells really good. It smells like vanilla. I literally just want to eat it. And then this is my only Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette. So this is the original BB Killer, which I bought when it was first released, like 6 years ago almost. Jeez, she's old. I am going to do a spoof, like Weird Al Yankovic version tutorial of this palette, and I'm going to cosplay as Jeffree Star, and people are either gonna love me or hate me, and Jeffree Star is probably gonna write me off on his shit list because it's gonna be offensive as heck. So let me know if you would like to see that happen. I have an OG Jeffree Star ice cream t-shirt. It's like turquoise blue, the same sort of blue as my hair actually, and it has like a melting ice cream clone, and there's like an eyelash curler on the back. That's from his music days. I'm gonna dress myself up as a little emo kid. Good times. That was an entire tour of my vanity. I hope you enjoyed that. Next I will show you, since we've already gone through the little IKEA trolley, I will show you what makeup I travel with. So a lot of this is already unpacked and inside my beauty vanity because I haven't been traveling due to the COVID pandemic. So there's not going to be a whole heap of stuff in here, but I'll show you what we've got. So it's so full, it's overflowing. I can't even shut it, but normally these little buckles will attach to these and they clip closed so nothing falls out. It's safe and secure. I will take this if I'm going to a photo shoot or if I've got a makeup job for a model. This was 199 Australian dollars. So these little drawers, you can actually completely slide them out and remove them. So the top drawer, I've got my Mayron Celebrity Pro concealer palette. I just stuck my finger in it. So these are the concealers. I first got into Mayron actually because Black Veil Brides used their face paint in Stage. Do y'all remember when Black Veil Brides was like on the cover of Mayron's website? This is the Mayron Celebrity Pro foundation, so it's like medium full coverage. The makeup artists in WWE put this on the female wrestlers, so if they can last through that, then they can last through anything. So the next drawer, I've got this Makeup Forever blush. They don't test on animals, but unfortunately they are not cruelty free because they sell in China. I've got like a liquid highlighter from Becca. This one is Light Shifter Brightening Concealer. And then Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand, which has a little sponge on the end. Honestly, I haven't had much experience using this stuff, but I was thinking if I have like a mature client or even like a male, because I am shooting a movie coming up, and hopefully the pilot goes through a streaming service like Netflix or Stan or something like that. How exciting! But I've got a few like Fenty bronzers and highlighters here, and these are all my like nude sticks blushes. So one reason I really love nude sticks, they've got a little brush on one side. On the other side you have your cream blush. I've got 4 different shades on me here. So there are 2 finishes. The Nudies Bloom All Over Dewy color will give you more of that like shimmery, not shimmery actually, just like glossy wet look. So this is Cherry Blossom Beige, the top one. You can see how it's a bit more glossy and reflective. The other two are matte. So the second one, Naughty and Spice. The third one is Sunset Strip, which is like a nice beachy coral. And then Deep Maple A is my sort of contour shade, and these all like blend in really nice. They're not as harsh once they're blended. I'll show you. But the cream blushes are great for anyone who doesn't wear a lot of makeup or who wants a more natural sort of makeup too, but they look really beautiful on film sets for sure. So this is Fenty Caramel Cutie Bronzer. It's a little bit darker than my Too Faced one. So this is for like my deeper, more olive skin tone gals. The next drawer here, I've got some more sort of eyeshadow palettes. So these are all my cool like Lunatic Cosmetics ones. Elvira palette. This one here is a Supernatural palette. Lunatic Cosmetics Hocus Pocus palette. And then this one here, we've got the KVD Lolita palette. How I have the all shimmer shades. This one is all mattes. So they work beautiful together, really nice and neutral. I keep a lot of my skinnier palettes in here because they're great for travel. This is the Morphe Hit the Lights palette. But yeah, this Morphe palette actually has 3 pressed glitter shades. So you can see them there, which means you don't have to use a glitter glue with them. Not all Morphe palettes are vegan, but I always check if they have carmine in them. And ones that don't have carmine are vegan. This is my Jeffree Star Platinum Ice palette. So this is a great highlighter palette for paler skin tones. Honestly, I prefer the formula of the KVD Alchemist palette more for your holographic sort of palette. So just some like Model Rock lashes. All of Model Rock lashes are vegan. These are sanitized light to camera lashes from Tarte. And lash primer. So this actually makes the lashes longer and have more volume. From Marc Jacobs. Another little mini. So this is a KVD Go Bigger. Kryolan foundations contain beeswax, but my makeup school, they taught us using the Kryolan Super Color foundations. I'm going to use this till it's finished and I won't be purchasing from them anymore. I've got some Mayron Paradise paints. So these face paints here, they come with a brush as well. These are water activated paints, so depending how much water you add to them, they'll become thinner, or if you just use a little bit of water, they'll be really opaque. Whenever I do body paint makeup, this is all that I use. This one is the pastel palette. You can see up here I've got a full case. This little pouch is all full of my colors. Like there's black paradise paint. This is a fresh white one, so they all come in a little pack like that. That's an empty one that I like to use the empty palettes for mixing custom colors in there. You can see there's a little bit of purple, but there's green, red, pink. I say start with primary colors, so your red, blue, yellow, and black and white. And you can make any color of the rainbow. These are metallic powders, so there's silver and gold. I'm gonna do a Tin Man from Wizard of the Vase, but this is the Mayron mixing liquid, so similar to like your MAC Studio, what is it, Fix Plus or whatever. That activates the metallic powders. Are there any drawers I missed? Bottom drawers like skincare stuff. Ole Henriksen C-Rush Brightening Double C-Rush Cream. So this is for like drier skin types. Caudalie Beauty Elixir Setting Spray. Star Glam Organic. Pink Cactus Mist. And then I just got some little first aid things at the back, just because if I'm out and about on a movie set, somebody gets cut, I always like to be prepared with some band-aids. Little cotton buds, my spare pencil sharpener at the bottom. And this I've got like a little Inglot lipstick palette, which is cruelty-free, I got from school. I don't believe all the colors are vegan. I'll have to double check. I'll let you know in the comments below. Do you like my slippers? They're cozy. Great. I have another Tarte eyelash curler. This one keeps me from forgetting to bring mine. So this is an essential in my kit. So that's why I have two, a backup and then my own personal one. This is an Australis lipstick palette. Lots of nice nudie shades again. If I imagined I was ever like a did bridal makeup. Kryolan color wheel. This is not vegan. This has beeswax. Cruelty-free. Mayron have a color wheel for tattoo covering. It's amazing. I used all of mine, but I'm gonna buy another one. It's amazing as soon as I finish that up. Some Inglot lippy pencils. A really old Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics lip tar. The shade Grandma. We'll just zip that back out. This makeup case actually came with like a brush holder that sort of velcros on the side, and there's like 3 little pouches like this one, which also velcro onto the side as well. What else have I got in here? I always keep like a spare little towel to wipe my hands on when I'm doing my makeup. I always have that sitting right by my vanity. You can add some brushes at the top up here. This comes off. It's 100% like Velcro. And you can strap them in. There's a little security strap on each side. One of my favorite travel bags from Concrete Minerals. I love this bag because it's actually lined with plastic inside. So easy to clean if you spill something on it. It's plastic, so it's not going to stain the fabric. This pouch is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I keep all of my powder, highlighters, blushes, everything in here. So what have we got? Fenty. So this is the Fenty Invisimatte blotting powder. You can use it to touch up during the day to absorb oil if you get a bit of shine on your nose or chin, but also they sell a travel brush which comes same size as this, so it's like a little mini. You roll it up, it retracts, and it magnetizes, so it has a magnet in it that sticks to the side of this package. But that's pretty cool. I've got a few Cover FX blushes. Warm Honey, I actually use this color as a bronzer all the time. One side, so the left side is matte, the right side is like shimmery shade, but it's quite warm. It's a beautiful blush on like darker tanned skin tones too. Pink Dahlia is the lightest sort of pink that they have, so this one here looks really good on me because I'm really pale. Pretty Vulgar, so this is just like a highlighter. This one, Shimmering Swan, it's like a purple holographic highlighter. Some Becca. I'll pop a list of Becca highlighters, ones that are vegan and then ones which have carmine. This is my Marc Jacobs Accomplice powder, which is pretty cool. It has like shimmering pearl effect, so it's gonna blur the skin, cover any pores and fine lines and just blur it. It will reflect the light away, so you have that airbrush look, and it has like a little brush too. I really need to clean that. Okay, these are just lipsticks that I don't use myself, but they've all been sanitized for like my daily use. I mean, I don't use them every day, so they've just been sanitized. I only use them in my kit. Like this is KVD Double Dare. It's like a peachy nude, too dark for me. But I've got the Fenty Glass Slipper, so this is just a clear lip gloss. I've got the mini size of Fussy, which is more of like a pinky gloss. Some more like velour lipsticks from Australis. And then that's just my little travel bag for work. We've got to have the clear bag if we take any makeup to work, just to make sure we're not stealing. All of this is my backup makeup that I have doubles of. So like I've got like the Anastasia mascara to try, another beauty blender to try, some spare lash curling little rubbers that I get from Daiso, lots of like tattoo liner backup, so I go through it quick, tattoo liner. I think I've got another foundation backup. I think I have two. Yeah, I just keep that nice little doubles in there. Another one of the 3CE. Oh yeah, I do have two. Two different colors though. This one is light sand and fairlight beige. Here I keep all of my Guerre lashes, so like diamond lash, Dolly Wink and stuff. I just keep them separate because I only wear them with when I do like Gyaru and Gal looks. Expensive as heck because they all come from Japan. I showed you the lash book before. If you're just starting out as a vegan makeup artist, I suggest biting the bullet. I know they're expensive, but buy a Norvina Pro Pigment palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So these actually have all the colors you will ever need. If you want to go more neutral, get the number 4 palette. If you like warmer sort of orangey tones, go with number 3. Number 1 that I have here, this one's got all of your like purple and pink shades. And then number 2. So number 2 here, this one has got all of your like blues and greens, and those are the colors I wear, so that's why I picked these two. And I've got a new one I'm gonna show you. I haven't actually used this before. So 24A Artist Pass from Vanity. How cool! Look at all these pressed glitters. I'm so excited to try them. Guys, comment some looks below that you'd like to see me create with this palette and I'll post it in the next video. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed going through a tour of my makeup collection. If there are any questions that you guys have, just let me know and I'll be happy to help you out. Sorry if I seemed really low energy. I was getting a little bit sort of tired at the end. It's a lot of stuff to go through, but I mostly wanted to do this video just to show you guys what sort of makeup that I had, but give you an idea if you are just starting to switch all of your makeup over to vegan and cruelty-free options, or if you're a professional makeup artist and you want to have an all vegan kit like I do for my models and makeup clients. I just hope this would inspire you and give you some direction, because people are like, vegan makeup, where do I start? Oh, that's so hard. I've got like all my Maybelline and CoverGirl and Estee Lauder and all these like Makeup Forever, all these brands that aren't cruelty-free. How do I make the switch? What do I do? And sometimes it's a bit overwhelming. So that's why I wanted to give you guys a bit of advice and thought that I'd be able to help you where I can. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope it was helpful. If there was anything specific that you saw and you'd like me to show you how it works on my face, or even on, I can put it on a model's face once COVID is finished, I can show you how I do that as well. But yeah, just let me know. What was your favorite item? Do you have any of the same products that I do? Is there anything that you've tried? Is there anything that you would recommend? But yeah, hope you guys have a great night and thank you so much. Bye! And I forgot to show you guys up here, so I've actually got all of my Medusa's makeups glitters. So these top 2 rows are all glitters, a couple rogue glitters here, and the rest are all pigments. I got some from Femme Fatale, Hello Waffle, and some other indie brands too. And I just got this clear acrylic case. It came in just like plastic sheets, and I actually had to assemble it with these little screws, but I got it from eBay. And I've got some more little Anastasia glitters, which I use for my nails. Mayron Paradise glitters. I have some little drawers here of things that I've got like doubles and spares of that I like to give away to my clients when they pay me for like a makeup lesson or something special for them. I just like to make them feel really special. This is probably my most prized possession. So this here come from San Francisco, the Museum of Ice Cream. So this is actually a clear acrylic case, and it came in a set with my Sephora brushes. So this is a collaboration that Sephora actually did with the Museum of Ice Cream, and these brushes here, they say, see, official Museum of Ice Cream on the handle, and they're Sephora brushes. I love them. I have them sitting in the back of every single one of my videos. These are some of my favorite brushes that I don't use just for like novelty. Unicorn Cosmetics, and my little sparkly like Tarte. I love these. Almost like little magic wands. Little star sparkles. So much fun. And I've got all of my nail polishes and things just organized underneath here. So I've just got these little baskets from Daiso, and I've got all my nail polishes in there. Some extra stuff at the back, some cleansers and stuff, or skincare stuff. How do I reach into the, you see my like swatches on my arms? Oh my god. Bye!